handwrite notes or annotate readings with a Surface Pen. And when it's time to dive deeper, the new Copilot key gives you direct access to Microsoft's AI assistant. It can summarize a long article, help rephrase a paragraph, or even generate ideas for your next paper. All right from your keyboard.
Here we go again. It's nacho night with a side of gas and diarrhea.
Sound familiar? Any of these digestive issues after eating may cause you to second-guess your food choices and could mean you have exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. But Creon can help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat EPI by replenishing enzymes, so the body can break down food and absorb its nutrients.
You had me at hello.
With Creon, I can manage my EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you are allergic to pork, have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Nothing can come between us.
Savor everyday moments. Don't wait to ask your doctor if Creon is right for you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save on Creon.
Slow Horses trailer starts now.
That's the music playing and it's not playing as music playing, I wasn't hearing anything.
Performance review. I have to tell you, I am absolutely
Hello.
killing it right now.
Oh, I'm always looking at you.
11 people were killed yesterday morning. Poe had something to do with it.
I have a girlfriend.
I was gonna stick me on music kind of setup so I
Nothing
can.
raises my spidey senses as much as hearing that a woman is happy to spend time with you.
I'm taking her into the park, and no phones, no internet, no one leaves.
What do you think's going on?
An old MI5 destabilization strategy.
It's what we do to countries that oppose our interests.
We've killed and plundered and blackmailed, and now it's being done to us.
Sinister forces are trying to bring down the country. What are we going to do?
And don't say nothing.
Bad going, that's why.
We've already
It's gonna be real for some reason whenever I open up the app and I'm hearing music or I have my music quote unquote going, it never shows me. I don't know if the stuff playing in app is what's playing on the video, so.
Are you up to something?
What do you think?
Check the system for a breach. We have been played.
I shouldn't be in Slough House. And you know that.
Our system's completely shut down.
The clock is ticking.
They're taunting us.
If we were dealing with really tricky buggers, we'd hit them when they thought it was over.
You knew that was going to happen, didn't you?
Yeah.
Can you believe this is
Look what I got to work with. A crack up, a drunk
Video is playing.
psychopath, whatever that is. All of them more
Hold on.
functional than you.
It wasn't long ago.
Like, maybe the. Oh. I don't know why it plays like an entirely different video or something, but. Alright, that sounds right, I guess. Sorry, y'all are probably getting a bad echo. I was trying to check on my phone. Try to check the video via my phone, so I'll have my phone going up here so I can actually look at the chat and stuff like that. And I'll probably be playing music on my laptop, not laptop, maybe my laptop. 'Cause I don't have music playing on the laptop. So, I'm gonna do that. I'm probably just gonna put on whatever I feel like listening to. Must be very specific playlist I go to whenever I want to just work on stuff. I'll check that out later. I'll keep all that out. Why did he stop playing? Oh yeah, question of the trains. Dice roll. Hopefully it's not one I asked before. Huh. Be interesting. So I don't know why it never opens up the chat though. That's interesting. I could actually my phone down here now. Oh right. Let me see this in here.
I like, for one, I could choose my doctor.
I'm a little bit foggy, so I'll have to
every
forgive you.
doctor that I knew was in the United Healthcare system. I already had a primary care physician. he was on it. Every specialist that I believe that I would ever need is covered under the UHC banner. I figure
I
I've
know what happened.
chosen
I'm like,
these
why isn't my thing
doctors
showing up?
for my
That
health
needs to
needs,
move.
and
And why isn't my
I'll have
thing
them for
showing
the
up?
rest of
Because
my days.
I accidentally turned it off. That would be why. There we go. All right. Now, let's another scene. Let's see. If I could type, that would be so helpful. What's the lowest I'm gonna have to calibrate my dang tablet. What the heck is going on with her today? It better not affect my it better not affect the drawing. Alright, let's continue. So that's the thing. I'm gonna have to edit my hotkey eventually so like that doesn't happen. Because that's gonna get annoying. It's gonna get annoying quick. Alright, so let me make sure my pen isn't acting wonky. What layer am I in? That would explain a lot. Okay. That's just below that. Okay. Playing something on my TV because Spotify doesn't want to listen to me. I'll just probably put one of my alarm on. I cannot exactly remember the lowest test score I've ever received. I'm gonna have to say it was something in college and whatnot, and I think I have the like paper, but I cannot remember the exact score. But I think it was like a 27 or something, and this is it was obviously an F, but like it was for this college class I was taking called what was it called? Discrete mathematics or something like that. It was discrete something. I remember that. And it was supposed to be like a computer related math course. And I could not for the life of me figure it out when I first got into the class in my first college. So I've been to two colleges. And in the first college I've been in, I could not for the life of me figure out how to do the equations and whatnot. And I was really trying. Like I'm sitting there studying extra hard and everything, trying to look up different examples and whatnot. I could not for the life of me figure it out. So come the day of the final, I just bombed it. I know I bombed it. I had my notes and everything I was trying, but I guess the way the teacher explained it, it made absolutely no sense. So later on in my second college, I did much better on, but I think that's the lowest test score that I actually remember. I've never failed a class, I've never failed a class before college, and I've never failed a test in high school. So high school, elementary school, anything like that. So for that to have came up like that, I'm like, God damn. But yeah. So that's the lowest test score I believe I've ever had. and that was me actually crying. And I think I was already so over the class that I wasn't even upset. I was just, F it. I don't really want to have to take this class again. And luckily, I didn't need it to graduate with my associate. So, yay. I'm trying to pick the phone that I can sit here and listen to for an hour. Oh, what is that? Let's hope be quiet enough that don't hear it over here. Oh, I don't know if I can play that. Okay. Yeah, y'all probably won't hear it unless unless I'm talking. We'll see though. So. Let me see if I can pick my mood. Because I am crazy and was listening to the same song on loop for an hour. Normally, I only use it for like when I'm working on like character ideas, or if I have an animation idea in mind and I want to listen to that song on repeat to get the idea solid in my head, then I'll listen to that song on loop for an hour. But it's also nice when I can just find an hour-long loop that I can randomly play whenever I feel like it.
Out here, there's always time to pull over for pizza. Hot, cheesy,
Also, when I get a chance, I really want to do another redraw.
Get 2 slices and a Pepsi
Persona.
for just $8. Only at
Not
Pilot and Flying J. See you out here.
Daytona is the pro's
I
choice for
haven't
floor
drawn in a
jacks and
while.
jack stands, built with heavy-duty components and rigorously tested. Each jack is engineered to meet industry standards.
Birthday art
Experience
for myself
fast,
and
efficient
mine.
lifting with dual-piston rapid pump
Where's
technology.
my glove?
Pair with jack stands that feature a self-locking ratchet bar and double-locking mobility pins for secure support. Daytona, uncompromising quality, exceptional value, only at Harbor Freight.
I'm gonna try not to like come the entire time, but y'all know me, or at least hope. I hope y'all know me. Well, I'm gonna stick with the layer I'm working on, so I don't like screw myself up here. So I'm trying to do too much here. See how I drew my next figure. It makes her look scared in this picture. When her eyebrows are just slightly raised. thought I remember when I'm coloring the net that it has these moles on it. I always make the mistake of forgetting them later, and I don't want to get rid of the little details. So I guess we gotta make a mental to remember those are there. Oh, Lordy. I don't know why Bob was drawing that ear.
We're getting married this year. Time to save wherever we can. So we tried a different detergent. Seemed like a good deal.
The detergent was so watered down it left our clothes with stains and dinge.
My favorite shirt became my PJs.
And I'm not risking mine.
We're back with Tide.
Tide's the real deal.
Stop paying for watered down detergent. It's got to be Tide.
With a great idea, you just want to get things down on paper. Grammarly is the second set of eyes that helps me get work done. My name is Claudia. I'm a marketing manager and adjunct professor. Grammarly takes a lot of the heavy lifting off my plate. With AI Compose, it will give me a great outline to start with so that I can focus on expanding and elevating ideas. I use Grammarly every time I write because I can put my trust in it to help me communicate effectively. Download Grammarly for free.
it in my file. Lovely. I don't know if y'all can tell I'm tired. I hope it's not too obvious. It's like I'm fighting off sleep right now, so I apologize.
I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop! It's Doug the Pug! Doug! Doug!
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Auto insurance all seems the same until it's time to use it. With USAA, it's easy to file claims, schedule repairs, and access roadside assistance right through your app. Or you could take your chances somewhere else. Get a quote today.
It just makes no sense having her look up when one underground there's nothing really to look up at. Okay. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go get myself some sleep. That might not be stay awake, I don't know. Might need some ever avocado. Yeah, I didn't finish this one.
cheesy, hand-prepped, and ready when you need it. Get 2 slices and a Pepsi for just $8. Only at Pilot and Flying J. See you out here.
Bauer tools give you the confidence to take on challenging home projects. With hundreds of corded and cordless tools and accessories, Bauer enables you to complete tough vehicle maintenance and repairs, manage difficult landscaping projects, tackle demanding home renovations, and even turn your garage into a workshop. For all your current and future projects, Bauer is ready to deliver. Bauer, heavy duty guaranteed.
I'm gonna tell I got enough sleep because sleep just kind of takes over right now. I want to finish and look at the line art for this channel. Then I'll take a small break to get something tweaking.
Tired of struggling with impossible messes in your tub and shower? Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser cuts through 100% of soap, scum, and grime, while Mr. Clean Extra Durable effortlessly tackles messes throughout your home. Switch to Mr. Clean Magic Eraser.
A toasty Thomas's brekkie. Oh.
Thanks, Tom.
Huzzah!
I'm drawing Zaddy on the wrong layer. You know what? Perfect. All of that can be on the same layer. I don't care. I mean, most of it was on the same layer anyway, so may as well. gotta clean Siri's legs, and then I will take a short break. Just to get something sweet to snack on. That'll hopefully wake me up a little bit. I probably just need to walk around, which is so silly. I just sat down and all of a sudden sleep wants to start knocking on my door. Like I'm like, this is hateful behavior. Ooh, my poor tablet, not tablet, my poor keyboard. Right. Let me turn that off for now. Frankly, I haven't been charging it this whole time, so that's on me. Normally I leave it plugged in, but I honestly forgot. So I'll leave it plugged in for now. Oh, Maggie is really good. It's nice. Keyboard down there.
Sense leads you into your villain era.
The only way natural, delicious mangoes from the harvest could be better is if they came in a bottle. Look at that. Simply say yes to simple.
Thanks. I'm gonna do a little toxic thing, so I'm on break food just so I'm not. Cozy temperature again. Okay. Mini breaks. And then I'll be done. I'm just gonna make myself an avocado. Because that was I won't add 40, but I did last time. Not that they were a bad combination, but like, I ate a lot of cookies today. By the time I'm fine to do with it. I'm trying to be better with my diet. Eating 9 Oreos is not a good thing. Minute is very redundant. Yep. Yeah, okay. Okay, it would help if I unlock that layer with now. Oh. Okay, gonna save that real quick. I will be right back. I'm going to make myself a sweet treat and I'm going to change the bed. So I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Macy, and I'm a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is the Dijon mustard with the pretzel bun. The Dijon mustard gives it a kick. It's a new fall flavor that fits right in.
Real team member paid for their testimonial.
New Swiffer Mop Deluxe. With the new locking head, getting into tight spaces is simple.
don't use bounce, dryer heat can be a real monster.
What if there's another way? Paradigm, the new refillable fragrance by Prada.
What? It's too early for me to sleep. Oh, I have no idea why I'm tired. I just got like. I don't know if I just got on. Something's missing, and it would be my face cam. Why is that gone? Why is that gone? This button turns that on. I legit gotta go through my hotkeys and figure out what does what again, I guess. I haven't changed anything. So, maybe it's just something I set and forgot about, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, no. I have no clue what would be causing my... So, it would be turning random stuff off, so... Let me actually... Let me just do this. Yeah, no, I don't know why my hotkeys are betraying me, so there's that. And I am back with Affogato. Time with dark roast coffee, and it actually is really good. I'm probably going to end up drinking this, not going to lie though. I also made it with cookies and cream ice cream and cookie dough ice cream. Because that's what I was feeling like. Now, granted, I did go to bed last night at like 1 in the morning, I think. So if that's what's catching up to me, then that makes more sense. So yeah. Nothing like a little bit of sugar to wake me up. And my niece wandering the hall. I always used to say vanilla was my go-to, but if cookies and cream is available, that's my go-to. Vanilla is just the next best to me. Not that I won't accept chocolate or anything like that, but I've always been a vanilla girly. I think if I had like a ice cream ranking, cookies and cream, because that's what I grew up on, I'll always go cookies and cream, basically anything, like cookies and cream, milkshake, cookies and cream ice cream, Oreos. So cool. Always like cookies and cream, but I think my next best would probably be, yeah, vanilla. I also like pistachio, but I think coffee. Like the first time I had coffee ice cream, I just did it for me. So cookies and cream, Oreo, cookies and cream, vanilla, coffee. Though sometimes I could have like if you guys have ever had Cold Stone, I heard I would get a coffee ice cream with Oreos in it, so it would basically be a coffee cookies and cream ice cream. So putting those two together, something about that is my go-to. The only weird part is I add sprinkles, so like the Jimmy sprinkles. So that's always my like go-to when it comes to Cold Stone ice cream. Why do the feet look weird? Because I got the foot backwards. That would help a lot. I don't know if I've said it enough, but I really don't like drawing feet. I'm either randomly good at it or I'm really bad at it. No, there's no in between. It's not an easy, but the angle, yeah. Isn't this wrong too? I think next stream I'll just make it like a study session where I just work on things I struggle with, like feet. The things I feel I struggle with. I know I don't like drawing feet because they just don't come out right. But I already know that knowing I'll just go into drawing my Wildara characters because they only have 4 codes. Thank you, I appreciate that. They really are the bane of my existence. I did take time at one point to practice drawing them more, and then I guess I kind of just stopped. I don't know why, but I need to get back into it. Like I said, randomly good at it, and then suddenly I forget how to draw feet, and back to being bad at it. think for me, oddly enough, even though it gives me the most pain, it's actually the hair. I'm actually trying to like figure out how I want to draw hair because I want it to be detailed, but not too detailed. Like I still want it to be kind of simple so it doesn't take me forever. Because I will probably sit here like some characters I will legit draw every strand of their hair to go missing, and that's unnecessary. So especially if it's like a messy or curly style. So for certain styles, like I think I really like drawing dreads for lots. So those are kind of easy, but there's so many of them. So with like pretty much all of my characters, it's got to be the hair. Because once I figure out their hair, then it's done. You know, I can do it every time. But for any other characters, I have to say ears and tails because I really like. I don't know, like it's one of the reasons why I like drawing my Sona / mascot BK because her ears and stuff are fun to draw. Lost that layer. Yeah. I think the obviously the easiest hair is like fluffy hair or like sort of messy hair for me, but like it's the balder styles, like the shorter hair that I don't want to say I struggle with, but I don't tend to enjoy those as much. I think it's just because it's harder to style for some reason in my mind. Like it seems like there's a bit of a limit to how much you can style shorter hair. So like I don't want to say all of my characters have longish hair, but like at least a couple inches or something. Because anything shorter than that, it's whoa. So I do have some characters that have like a mohawkish style or something like that. So the shave side is actually kind of fun to draw because I can draw the textures there. Yeah, there's not much to work with, so it's like, what do I do? Yeah, this is the fine. I was finishing out the cake. Forgot. But no. Anytime I get to draw, I guess non-human features is also pretty fun to do. Which I guess is why I like drawing my Vagara characters so much because they tend to have more animalistic features, and I have been revamping them so they look a little more animalistic than the I guess traditional Nekomimi style characters. So I've been enjoying redesigning them. I might draw a few of them and stream one of these days when I guess get out of my art block a little bit. I don't have art block when it comes to the comic though, but I think it's because I have stuff sketched out already, so I just have something to kind of focus on without having to think too much. But like, I just rarely get art block, not because I don't have something to draw, but because I guess I get decision paralysis because I have so many projects to work on. So I kind of just not work on anything for a while, and then suddenly I'm like, okay, I'll work on this. So that's basically how art block goes for me. I'll like stop, play video games for a while, so I'm like, okay, now I know what I want to work on, or I'm inspired to work on this specific thing. So yeah. Oh yeah. I think my guilty pleasure is putting a choker on all of my characters. I've definitely gotten over that. Especially with the redesigns I've done of my characters, but like I always wanted to do chokers. Mostly because I always wear chokers. Like that's like my only guess I get. Nah. Ears, tails, chokers. Those are the things I always want to draw. No matter what. And I guess BK tips off that entire list. That's the background. What am I doing? I actually do have some answer characters that I want to draw more of. Like, I have like, they're older, of course. Like, all my characters are so old, but like, I want to make remake some of my old comics with those characters. So I might be doing that eventually. It's one of the projects I had in mind for later. It's a little side project while I work on this main comic. I'm not sure. I hate any music I'm playing in the background. I don't apologize. I'm just playing something that is. Play something. I don't know if I want to redo the background. I mean, it looks fine, so I'm not going to do too much. And yeah, I think I'll leave it. I do like that I changed how I draw the cave texture because the previous one just didn't look right. So now that I'm seeing it, at least zoomed out, it looks much better than whatever the heck I was doing before. That weird squiggle that I did before just it's so weird. Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna draw what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna do too much more with the background. There's caves everywhere. I can only do so much with don't do that with various caves. I forgot my glove. I believe I am. I haven't really I haven't gotten around to changing the actual format of my my setup here in Clip Studio Paint. So I'm kind of using the basic comic setup, just slightly modified, I guess. Eh. It's set to BK default, so I think it's the comic setup and just slightly modified. They have one for illustration and they have one for the comic where stuff it just basically moves stuff around on the board. So I don't know how different this is to the default setup for comics, but I think the only difference is I have all of my tools split up. So I think with the comic setup, all the tools are on the same side with the layers and all of that, and I didn't want that, so I just set it to that side. And I technically have two tabs open, so whenever I open up an episode, hold on. Yeah, whenever I open up an episode for my webcomic, it pulls up like this, basically, and then I'll just double click on the one I want to work on, and it'll pop up like that or something like that. So that's how I've been basically doing it. And then I'll zoom in on this side because it helps me get a better idea of how the comic looks as a whole on the side. So that way I don't so that way I can figure out where I want to put panels and it doesn't look too weird for a webtoon. Because the way I draw the comics, I sketch it out on paper. The way I draw the comic, it's in a style that it can be done in print, like normal comic print. So I break up the page whenever I take a picture of it and break up the panels so that I can put them in different spots so that they look more like the webtoon style without me having to do a whole bunch of extra work. I realized that I sketch faster on paper and I keep my proportions more consistent on paper because I'm used to drawing on paper. I'm a traditional artist at heart. So doing the comic digitally and everything. I'll like sketch everything out on paper, take a picture, break it up on the webtoon thing here, and then just start going to town with the line art and coloring digitally. So there's that. So if I ever go back and do the print version, I'm probably gonna end up doing double work. I won't lie. Like if I ever print the comic, but that doesn't bother me too much. Or I can just like try and piece the panels back together and do a little bit of extra drawing from there. But I would say that I've been doing digital art for about, I would say 2015, 2016. So about, yeah, about 10 years, about 10, 9 years. It's crazy to think about. I've done a little bit of digital art here and there in high school and whatnot, and I graduated 2015. So I've been technically doing digital art for about 10 years, maybe longer. I haven't really like kept track because my old tablet was this, not the one before this, like my oldest tablet is this little pen tablet that's like kind of flimsy and whatnot. And I used to draw kind of hard on it. Like it had this like groove in the middle where it like got bent. I don't know if it's because I drew hard on it because I don't really draw hard, or if my dog stepped on it. But yeah, old little tablet. Like it wasn't a screen tablet. This is actually my first screen tablet right here. I always had the just pen tablet where you had to like draw without looking down. If that makes sense, you had to look at the screen to see what you were doing, but you were drawing as you were doing it. So this was my first screen tablet right here. It was a weird experience, especially when I going from traditional to digital for the first time, doing it like that. Like I had to like train myself to look up at the goddamn computer to see what I was doing. It was kind of weird. Of course, I feel like I could still do it now, but like I feel like the screen tablet spoils me. This is a Huion Canvas 16 Pro. Still have the box down there. I was gonna do a tablet review, but I got lazy. But no, it's a Huion 16 Canvas 16. It comes with a lot of goddamn wires, so you can use it for a normal computer or a laptop, which is pretty cool. I'm currently using it for my laptop, well, with my laptop, until I get a permanent PC for this desk. And I actually like it a lot. I think I got it, I don't want to say on a deal, because I was keeping an eye on it for a while, but I think I got it for about $400. I also needed to get this tablet because my old tablet I was working with did not have a way to get replacement pen nubs, and by the time that tablet happened, boy oh boy. I have thought about making a PNG tuber. I just haven't had time. I'm probably gonna try and do one like over Thanksgiving break, see if I can like challenge myself to do one real quick because I really want to try to make one of like my mascot BK, or maybe even my Sona. It depends on which one I feel like doing. No, I have a few videos sitting off of YouTube that I'm gonna like look through to try and get an idea of how to do one, because I didn't want to try one of those PNG tubers and whatnot. I have thought about doing a VTuber for myself as well, but boy, that costs money. Money that I do not have right now. Thank you so much. I do want to do more art of her. She's kind of one of those characters that I kind of just randomly draw every now and then. I also plan on making a comic with her and her friends too. I kind of have like just set worlds and universes and everything. But DK and her friends are kind of their own separate thing from my main work and whatnot. Just random characters that I've designed that I just like to randomly draw every now and then. So I definitely will be drawing a lot more of her soon enough. I even have some silly little animation ideas for her too. I just need time. I certainly don't feel old listening to this song again. I thought it was going to change again. No, definitely been looking at doing TMZ tubers and stuff like that. Just for fun for right now, but if I can, I would definitely use one. I was gonna do like a kind of like a little animated GIF or something like that for some of my streams where I just don't feel like being on the if I don't feel like being on camera, where I'll have CK sitting in the corner, and it's just like it takes a long time to animate that, but like I'll probably get back to it eventually. But I was gonna have her pretty much doing what I'm doing right now, drawing and whatnot. But I know how easily distracted I get if my phone goes off, which is why I'm using my phone to check the chat. Because I was gonna have her go from drawing to stretching, checking her phone, and then going back to drawing. And I wanted to make it so that it randomly happened, so it wouldn't be like too too predictable. So like just not like her constantly doing the same thing in the same loop, but boy. Yeah, it does. It really does. It's still working. Like I was working on probably get back into it. I'm always gonna say this, but I'm working on some animated music videos that I don't know if I'm ever really gonna post. Mostly because the songs I want to use copyright and stuff like that, and I don't want to go through all the details like that. So I might release animation without the music or something like that. I don't know. But I was working on some just animation ideas that I've been holding on to for a really long time for certain characters. I might still go back and try and finish some of those, but boy. I can understand that. It takes a lot of time, and it's just a lot of drawing, especially if it's like a lot of repetitive drawing, like drawing. I don't want to say the same poses, but just small movements, depending on the movement. It takes a lot, and of course, there's like techniques and styles so that you can like make things easier, but still, it takes a long time. Like the last time I animated anything was back in high school because we had it for a class or something like that. And it was technically a first iteration of this animation that I'm trying to revamp now. But I had it saved at one point, so I was so proud of it, but I cannot find it anymore. Like I just lost it. Oh no, I feel that. Like I don't really like looking at tutorials. That's like me being stubborn. But I've seen the animation. If I wasn't familiar with animation already, I used a little bit, I wouldn't be crying. But Flipbook makes it easier and kind of harder. I don't know why. Now I don't have the patience to read or look through tutorials, or at least not to apply what I've been reading to the tutorials. So not tutorials, to what I'm doing. So I have a bad habit of like trying to brute force it, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna wait on that. Yeah, animation takes entirely too long. Satisfying, but so long, and I have way too many animation ideas to sit there and just draw all of that. So I just have to I'll have to wait till I have one good break and challenge myself, I guess. That one is done. Alright. I gotta finish that leg. What's going on? What's going on? That's what I do. I agree. I do like to try and figure stuff out myself. If I can't figure it out myself, then it's just like somehow it's not gonna stick. I can watch tutorials all day and something about it just won't click for me. Like I have to be able to do it myself, and if I can't figure it out myself, then I don't want to say I'm not gonna stick, but I'll eventually come back to it. But boy, animation is just one of those things where I'm like, I kind of want to be able to figure it out myself. It just takes a long, long time. Like I think over the summer I tried to teach myself some animation basics like clock cycles and stuff like that. Oh boy, I kind of have it, but I gave up. I won't lie, I gave up because I'm like, yeah, it kind of looks right, but I don't have the patience to sit here and go through it to make sure it looks right. At least not right now. So eventually I'll get back to it. Is what I'll keep telling myself. Eventually. If only there was a way to print or put the animation in our heads onto paper or digital or something like that. Because there's way too many details in my head, and it just won't look right. If the trumpets and all of those jacks and every single one, it'll be alright. Look close. Alright. Now that panel is done. Even on top of whatever the hell is going on. going through old songs I used to like on YouTube. I'm just hearing the song I used to hear when I was in middle school. What is the life is a boy? Maybe for older. I have to listen to a little bit of everything. I listen to a lot of alt rock when I was younger, so that's what I'm basically listening to right now. Well, it's weird, might be covering it up. I don't really feel like that, I can't lie. I want to say something else I struggle with, but like having too many background characters that I don't really care to draw. It's also kind of funny for the comic. Just trying to get over that. Mostly because I struggled with drawing too many details on some characters. I want to say it's the best weird combo I draw at the best.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
I meant that the ice cream is completely melted. I like to think of it as a milkshake with less fat. So yeah, basically it's ice cream soup. All ice cream fillings are in the bottom. Super Bowl. I just want to do something Maybe probably the foreground would be alright. I really just need to figure out what the heck I'm looking at here, so do this hand here. I had to add another thing I like to draw, surprisingly, hands. I don't know why. Well, I think it's because I've always been told I'm good at drawing hands, which I still believe I am. I like them better now, how I draw them, because I add more details like fingernails and the little wrinkles on the knuckles or whatnot when I draw. I haven't added that here because these are older and I want the style to still kind of stay the same, so after episode 2 is done, everything's going to start to look what I normally draw. But, thank you, because I have no idea if I'm good at drawing folds or not. And I think it's because there's this one comic I read a long time ago. I can't even remember what it was about, but the way they drew the folds in the cloak, I really liked how they looked, and I don't know why I did trace it at the time. I traced it, and then just kind of drew it religiously for a while. But there's that, and I just kind of stare at people. So I observe how clothing moves a lot. Trying to be good at drawing the folds, or at least trying to make sure that they make sense where they go, so that they look like they wrap around the body in a way that makes sense, and pinch and fold where they should. So, because of how the cloaks are on these people, they tie in a little knot front, because there's a little section of the cloak that they can tie up like that, and it kind of stays like that, so it kind of is a starting point where all the folds go. And then after that, you just kind of think triangles. And I found that on Pinterest, so that kind of helps with any confusion with folding and whatnot. And then I just focus on where it goes from there. So if it's kind of almost like a curtain, I think of it draping over things, so it has to dip down and come back up, almost like hills and whatnot. Almost like drawing water, I guess. That's my thought. So yeah, I guess that's how I kind of got good at drawing clothing to a degree. Something was up and over. But yeah, I also used to draw, not used to, I think I still kind of do draw clothing on my characters. I like to draw some art, draw different versions of clothes on them and whatnot. No. It just depends on the clothing and where it meets certain points. If you go from there, thinking of just simple shapes, and it kind of just helps solidify where the folds are supposed to happen. Cleared him out a little bit. I don't really need to do a detailed look at the background, but it helps. Multi-minute and building on a separate one. And I can tell? Is that what that color is? It looks a little more like. I'll go with indigo. And I use that logic to basically redo how I used to draw cloaks, because the way I used to draw them, I don't know, something about them looks silly. And I think it was just the hood. Like, the rest of it looked fine, but the hood was so I didn't think about how the hood sat on their head, I guess. Actually, wrong layer. I want to do something here. Doubling up. Just trying to take a things to figure out. To make sure that the portions look fairly right. And go from there. It'd be so much easier if they wore shoes, but they don't. Not yet. Later in the story, they'll get clear. But right now, no shoes. Sticking with his shoes. I'm gonna start doing this by the music with my phone. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I also had a good time chatting with you. You have a good day or evening. I don't care. Hi. Streaming. You were what now? Yeah. Right back. I think I'll do that in color. I won't sketch that right now. little bit. I know why the sketch makes it look so gosh darn good. I see why I had it above. Overboard. That's way too hard. This is so the weirdest Heinz commercial. I mean, I know Heinz will cover flavors other than just ketchup, but boy. It's getting late, so I'm gonna call it a stream for right now. Especially since I'm back hurting in this main chair. So I'm pretty happy with the channel. I'm probably gonna try and at least quickly finish the background off camera and then move on to the next panel. Move on to the next panel and whatnot. I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. So I just keep up that enthusiasm. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining my stream. I'm gonna clean up the kitchen because I gotta do that before I call it a night for sure. Yeah, that's all I got. Don't forget to check out my other socials. I'm too lazy to listen, so they'll be in the description of this video or any of my other videos and whatnot. And I will be updating my Patreon soon. So, yeah, about like, so look forward to that if you guys are Patreon members, or if you aren't, check it out. I post updates about the comic, my tiny house, and I think that's it for right now until I make other content and whatnot. But yeah, that's all I got. So until next time, ciao for meow.